March 10th, Mario Day. Let's play! March 10th, Mario Day. I gotta admit though, I've mentioned this to several people that weren't gamers and they were like, what? Until you like actually spell it out to them, they don't even realize what you're talking about. I feel like this is something that came around like, kind of like the May the 4th thing, you know? I don't feel like it was in my childhood. So today to celebrate, I figured I'd tell my NES Classic Edition story. Okay, so they announced this thing like on Facebook or whatever. That's where I saw it, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. I want to get that, you know? A couple of my friends are commenting on it and everything. It's like, oh, you get like 30 games and all that, you know? And I'll be honest with you, I never had a Nintendo growing up, not the original one. We had a Commodore 64. So I saw this thing, I was like, yes, I want it. I remember the day that it came out, I go to work, and I'm like, I'm going to go buy a console today after work. I'm going to go get this little Nintendo that they have. And so confident that I was going to get it, I ended up going to like 7 stores, and nobody had it. It's me, Mario! Okie dokie! And then I see these things that are selling for like $300 on eBay and all that malarkey, and I'm like, oh man, you know, that was a bummer, because I was going to get it for myself for Christmas, you know? It's just this like little $60 item, and everybody else, I guess, had that same idea. I actually ended up buying my Wii U, because those things were selling for $300, and I was like, the Wii U's $250, so I went and bought a Wii U, and downloaded a bunch of games on it, started playing it, and thought I'd be content with that, but it was still in my mind. I was like, I have to have it, I have to have it. It's me, Mario! Okie dokie! So then I start doing the brick seek and all that, learning how like to find these consoles and all that, and just following anything that talked about it, and ended up waiting in line at a Toys R Us one night till like 4 in the morning, didn't get one. They had those little weird egg things that would hatch like animals or something. Those things were like out at the same time, so that was like the other gift everybody was trying to get. And I remember half the line had people looking for that, and the other people in line were looking for the NES Classic. And it was only rumored to have like 10 or 20 models or something, or it was only rumored to have 10 or 20 consoles. So I didn't get it. It's me, Mario! Okie dokie! But then finally Best Buy announced it, and I went at like first thing in the morning, like I think it was like got there at 1 o'clock. The store didn't open until 8, and I'm standing in line. I was still like 31 in line, and a guy in front of me actually was wearing gym clothes. Like I'm talking like just sweats. And it's 22 degrees outside. He's freezing his butt off, but he saw the line. He got in line to get the console. And I was like, man, this guy's crazy. I was wearing full-on winter coat, gloves, you know, 2 pairs of socks, you know, like, and still everybody was just jogging in place in line, just trying to stay warm. So finally, the manager comes out and starts handing out the tickets, and I'm like, the whole time, like, please, please, let me get this, let me get this, let me get this. And sure enough, he handed me the ticket. I think they only had like 40, so I missed it by like 9. And by that time, the line was around the building too for the thing. So like everybody wanted this thing. That's how hard it was to get. It was like 2 weeks before Christmas. Also at this point, everybody in line was calling each other by their numbers. Like, hey, number 31. Hey, number 30. By the way, the guy with the gym clothes on, somebody found a blanket in their trunk and gave it to him. So he didn't freeze to death. Don't worry, the story's not that sordid. It's me, Mario! Okie dokie! So to me, this seems like it was a very significant time, especially for Nintendo. I mean, I know people have talked about this before. The Switch wasn't out yet, and Nintendo was not doing well with the whole Wii U situation. But after this thing started to change, I think people started realizing, hey, these old games are actually like fun and worth money. And I think that's when the collector's market, at least from my experience, started really taking off. I mean, personally, I gained more interest. That's when I started taking my games out and putting them on the shelf again and really enjoying them. I've always been a gamer, but I haven't always kept all my games either, you know. I'm just like everybody else. I traded tons of stuff in to get other stuff or just to pay for gas, you know, whatever. I mean, I also remember at the time, every single gaming store that I went to, not only did they not have this, that wasn't even happening, but they didn't even have any regular Nintendos because people just started buying those up, you know. I mean, like I said, that's why I bought my Wii U, so you never know. So there it is. I got my console 2 weeks before Christmas. I was so happy, and you know, I don't think I am not doing that again. Sorry, Nintendo. So there you have it, folks. There's a little Nintendo story for you on Mario Day. Do you have a story you'd like to share? Put it in the comments down below, and I'll see you later.